So we have breaking news in the Matt Gaetz story, and it surrounds Joel Greenberg, his accomplice, his pal, his associate, wingman, and whatever you want to call him, and his plea deal. His deal's details have just dropped, and they're massive trouble for Matt Gaetz. I want to read you something. It says, Representative Matt Gaetz' associate, Joel Greenberg, will plead guilty to 6 of 33 federal charges and agrees to, quote, cooperate fully with the United States in the investigation and prosecution of other persons. And we know that Matt Gaetz is one of those other persons. It's not necessarily the case that Gaetz is the only target. Greenberg and Gaetz together traveled in these really ugly Republican circles where they were all doing creepy, if not illegal stuff. But the point is, we know Gaetz is one of those other persons. It doesn't have to be said out loud. We all know it. And what's crucial here is they're only nailing him on 6 of 33. That tells me that he got a plea deal, and a pretty good one for him, because he gave lots of good information. But one thing Greenberg could not avoid were charges related to Vintage 99 and how she was paid. And I remind you, that's a minor. There are commercial exchanges with a minor. Like, this is really, really ugly, disgusting, troubling, criminal stuff. And Greenberg admitted to doing it. And remember what Greenberg said. He did these things with Gaetz and in some cases other men who were there in the room, sometimes multiple of them in the room, and he helped facilitate transactions for these other men. He's confessed to this before, and he's effectively doing it again, saying that he and people like Gaetz had these interactions with people that were paid, some of whom were minors. This is all super illegal and super creepy and icky, obviously, and Gaetz is in massive trouble. Again, Greenberg would not have gotten this deal unless he had really good evidence on other people. This guy had done so many bad things, so many awful things, that the police would not just give him a deal just because they felt bad for him. They would only give him a deal if he had worse things on bigger people, or at the very least, similar things on bigger people. He had value to the DOJ, and he provided that value. And so now I think you're going to see the wheels start to turn for Gaetz. You're seeing it all come together. We talked a little bit about it last night. Girlfriend wants immunity. Vintage 99 likely cooperating. There's another friend who gave information on what they knew about Matt Gaetz earlier this month. We don't even know about this guy, but he dropped some credible info. And now we have the details. Greenberg is pleading guilty to some serious things, and those are the very same things he said that Gaetz and him did while chumming about for years. And those are the very same things that he wrote in that confession letter to Roger Stone when he asked for a pardon. If Gaetz isn't screwed now, I don't know if he ever will be. But I think the hammer is finally about to come down.